Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I still don't have any better lighting for this, but I really do like this as a backdrop. So I wanted to film here today. Suppose I like it enough to where I'm gonna have to get a floor lamp or a desk lamp or something sometime soon. But as you can see, I've clearly spent all my extra money for now. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Been a long time since I had money to spend on anything but a car that was being, repaired, hopefully for sale or for daily use. Don't do a lot of hobby type spending at all. My dad bought this camera. To give you an idea of my, general budgetary practices. And the stand too. That was only $11 shipped or something. Great deal. Nice aluminum stand. Anyways, I'm not trying to babble too much on this one. This is the video that I've been wanting to make for a while, that I've been knowing I'm supposed to make. And I had a funny thought today, and I was already committed to doing it, but just as a joke, maybe if I finally make this video, I can use this hand like for more than a few hours at a time. I'm irritating it just by gesturing with it. Seriously. Just like after lifting stuff, like I can lift stuff, I can do pretty much anything I need to do with it still. But after lifting a bunch of stuff, I then tried to shake the dust off of a paper towel. Oh, paper towels. That's heavy duty shit. Gotta watch out for them. You need a back brace for that thing. Okay, anyway. So, the name of the video, in this case, and this is a rare occasion, is predetermined. The name of the video is Because You Stopped Going to Church. And I know how a lot of people are going to preconceive that. Because I stopped going to church. Fuck church. Am I wrong? In the back of your mind somewhere, fuck those people. That's what you're thinking. Okay? And, wow, that's not the way I planned this out, but like I said, this one's going to be all from the heart. I don't have any kind of notes or anything. I'm just kind of staring at how shaded my face is. I tried to scoot the thing back so I could get that light on me, but it's not working out that well. So yeah. See, I've tried this local church out, and I like it. I wish we went more. I've been thinking about trying to go Wednesday nights because Sunday mornings never seem to work out. I just missed the Wednesday night service. I used to go to church 3-4 times a week. Okay, I used to play the drums in a band for Grace Assembly in Houston a long time ago. It was a non-denominational, it was a non-denominational, it was a non-denominational church. It was called Grace Assembly. It wasn't an assembly of, like, coffee over there, an assembly of God. So, played the drums for them a couple years. Played guitar for the youth group. And years later, when I lived in Houston again, I played for a church called New Hope, and I played congas and bongas for them. It's not like pain right now. Well, that was pain, a little tiny bit of pain, but it's like there's that thing you're not supposed to do, or I'm gonna start hurting again. You know, that feeling of, hey, watch it, fucker. You know. So I'm gonna take this off. I slept with it on. Put that in the change bucket for now. Yeah, see, I know what a lot of people like about my channel is that you can find same kind of wisdom here as you can at church. But I don't ever hand out one of these and say, oh, could you please donate to my channel? I need money to do this and that. No. You want to send me money? I'll spend it on my cars and my aquariums, okay? You'll get to see it on camera. But no, don't send me money. You need your money. You have bills and shit. Send me your fucking money. You're kidding me? If something on one of my commercials interests you, click on it. Otherwise, I'd appreciate it if you watch about 30 seconds of it. But don't donate unless you hit the lottery and you're just like, I have money to fucking give away, you know? Okay, I don't want people's money who actually worked for it. My God. Yeah. I just, happen to think of this as a metaphor. Might end up being a bit of a soapbox, huh? Okay. $4 at Home Depot. I don't know where this is from, but I like it. My wife got it for me for Christmas. It's a headlamp. See, I don't have the lighting figured out for myself, but I can see you just fine. Okay. It actually gets brighter than that. And then it flashes. Because, when you're at night running through the woods, this is what you want to have on your head. When you're at night. When you're running through the woods at night, scratch that, reverse it. When you're running through the woods at night, if you had this shit on your head, they'd just be like, tree, 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 face, floor, leaves. Yeah. Anyways. Alright. I feel like Carrot Top bringing out the fucking props and shit. Anyway. Moving on. Tiger Lily. What are you doing? Stop attacking nothing. What is there in there? What is it? You have one of your things under there? I'll get it for you. Hold on. Okay. Here. I got it for you. I got it right here. I got it right here. Come on. Come on. Are you gonna feel like being a prima donna today? Come on. Well, come here. All right, you come here. Come here. And now, fetch. She brought it back to my daughter like 5 times in a row. My daughter's sitting there playing fetch with her by throwing it in the kitchen. She'd go in there and slide into the cabinets and bring it back. Cat plays fetch. Who'd have thunk it? So, I just started to get irritated. Alright, I guess I'll rewrap it while I'm talking. So moving on. Well, So, because you stopped going to church, church sucks. No. Wait, I know what you're thinking. No, I stopped going to church because church sucks. No, you're just avoiding your responsibility as a conscientious thinker. See, if things started going wrong at church, you should have fixed it. If someone who travels the country speaking, if some false prophet comes and tries to indoctrinate your minister, you need to go have a chat with the minister. If some speaker really? If some speaker you don't approve of is trying to hypnotize your congregation with a false message, you need to go and talk to people in that church and make the case. See, because you stopped going to church, that critical thinker gave up instead of fighting for the more easily herded of the sheep. Okay, because you stopped going to church, based on those doubts that could have been settled, based on those arguments you had that you could have won, but you chose to give up and stop going to church, because you stopped going to church, church sucks. Because you stopped going to church, the message has become hollow. Because you caved into that message, it persists. Because you abandoned God, He abandoned you. I don't know where that came from. The master and the servant, the beggar and the king. The beginning and the end. Now, you know how I know for sure that I'm right about this? You know how I know for sure that because you stopped going to church, church has become vacant of critical thought, and not you stopped going to church because it was vacant of critical thought. Okay, it's not the other way around. It's because you stopped going to church. Okay, take your responsibility for it. And the reason why I know I'm right is because guess what? I'm guilty of it too. Now, I at least have an excuse. I've moved over and over again in my life. Okay, it's been hard for me to maintain a relationship with a congregation and a ministry. Okay, but I've done so wherever I've lived up until I've gotten so busy with my children, which I'm not saying it excuses me. It gives me a logistical cop-out, but I'm not taking that cop-out. I think I need to bring my kids to church more, because the influence at school, the influence on television, you know, I mean, My Little Ponies is great in small doses, but I don't know what that's like. But you know, I remember going to Sunday school, and sometimes I realize that my children aren't giving the same critical thought that I would have at their age. And it's because of Sunday school. It's because of spending that time once a week focusing on God and God's plan in your life. And, you know, to some extent, the peer pressure that comes with it of, you know, your children being around other Christian children and other Christian adults talking about God openly. Not like, you know, less peer pressure, more metaphorical herd immunity, you know, like vaccination from evil, you know. So because we stopped going to church, because people who like to critically analyze and not just believe everything that's being taught in a church, because people like my subscribers and I gave up on these irritating fuckers, they've become more irritating. They've gotten out of control. It's the blind leading the blind. Tiger Lily? Really? It's the blind leading the blind, surrounded by nothing but cliffs. Okay? So, I see the battery is almost dead. And Tiger Lily's about to tear up the fucking camera stand again. And Dingo's just kind of staring at her. So, I guess the point has been made. Like I said, I didn't plan this video out. I just kind of, I kept trying to plan it out, and then kept clearly getting the message, no, you're not supposed to plan it out. And I've kind of put it off for a while now. A month and a half? A month and a half of me trying to say, my plan's better than yours, God. Little dyslexic, one too many punches with the snake. Thought I had a pimple there. You know, usually wouldn't hurt for. Well, that hurt my wrist that time. Anyways. Yeah. Because we have stopped going to church. Church is no longer to blame. And maybe you should start going to church and start building relationships with those people in your area. Maybe you can be a good influence on them with that critical thinking that made you stop wanting to go. That's all I gotta say. Take it for what you will. Thanks everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.